You didn't know if he was going to be able to get out of it. Miraculously, he did. Clay Holmes is not that lucky. So, I mean, maybe a reunion with David Robertson would be good, but if I'm looking at the Yankees, I'm like,
give me Holmes.
Yeah.
You mean Clay Holmes? Yeah, he's closing today.
He's pitching the back, not Parkman.
He walks the right.
The vile thing. The grab your throat and choke thing. Oh my God. But yeah, I think the Yankees are going to have to absorb like a Max Scherzer contract to get him. I think it's going to be one of those weird things because they could use starting rotation help as well. Dead arm Scherzer is going to be there in September, so it's only a matter of time. But the Rangers, they still have a couple weeks. They're fully intending on selling. So
you think so?
I think so. I think they're fully intending on getting out from under some of these contracts because I mean it is onerous. They took on the Mets money. So they're paying for the Mets mistakes to a certain degree. And if they could get out from under, I'm sure Chris Young would love to do that. The only problem is he's not going to be able to get like a Spencer Jones for, David Robertson. He probably couldn't get a Spencer Jones type prospect for David Robertson anyway. Because, I mean, you're looking at David Robertson, he's what, 40? Dude's about to retire.
39.
Yeah, the dude's going to retire. He's not going to, he could test the free agent market, but more than likely he's going to hang him up. So I don't think you're going to be getting a top flight prospect when you move him. So it's going to be some level of absorbing a contract. But I definitely expect him to get moved. And, the Mason Miller thing is interesting because the A's want the sun, the moon, and the stars for him. And yeah, I just don't think that that's going to move the needle right now. I don't think teams are going to be inclined to do 3 or 4 top level prospects for a closer. I mean, I get he's under team control. He's arbitration eligible. He's a cost effective player right now, but it's 1 inning a game. That's very rich for 1 inning a game.
Yeah. Well, moving on to
speaking of 1 inning a game,
more pitching news. Paul Skeens will now be starting the All-Star game for the National League over Chris Sale, all over Suarez, over a whole slew of guys who really have earned their way to be in the All-Star game this year. Is this too much too soon?
Well, not really, considering the fact that Chris Sale, not pitching. Ranger Suarez, not pitching. Max Fried has come on.
Wait, Suarez is out too? I knew Sale was out.
Yeah, Suarez is out too. So Christopher Sanchez and Max Fried are replacing Chris Sale and Ranger Suarez. So yeah, they're out. So I don't see what the problem is at this point now. Like, is it too much too soon? I think it is personally. Now, we put up an X poll at FadeRouteDNZ, and it was split. It was surprisingly split, 50-50. That some people think it's too soon, and other people think that they want more Paul Skeens. Is it that they want more Paul Skeens, or do they want more Livy Dunn? I don't know. But, he has certainly, in 11 starts, he's 5-0. Like, he's close to 2, if not a sub-2 ERA. The kid's the goods. Like he was pitching 7 no-hit innings with 11 strikeouts against the Brewers in his last start before the All-Star game. So this is not doubting his talent. What my concern is that they're going to carry Wood this kid. That's my major concern, is that it's going to be too much, too soon, and then he's going to wreck his arm. Because, yeah, he allegedly throws a changeup, but everything is hard. Absolutely everything is hard. So that's my concern for him. But at this point, it is absolutely an exhibition, one that I'm not tuning in to see. He's going to probably pitch an inning, and there's your Paul Skeens show.
Well, they're really excited to see him play or pitch against Judge. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking forward to seeing. I mean, for me, I feel better about it today than I did last week. I mean, if you're telling me Sale is out and you're telling me Ranger Suarez is out, then I'm okay with it. I definitely don't think he should be starting. I definitely don't think Max Fried should be starting over him. That's for sure.
No, damn sure.
It's just a shame that Sale is out. I mean, I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm just wondering, like, how much of it is these guys, older guy who has arm trouble, who's like, you know what? I don't want to pitch in the All-Star game. I did it already. I don't really feel like, especially it's an exhibition, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. And for Suarez, I really would like to see him. Like, I haven't gotten to see him pitch as much as I'd like to have, especially since he is in the NL East. But I would have liked to see him pitch. Polsky's going to have his time. He's going to have his day. I just know that people like Sale, people like Suarez have been working hard for it.
I would argue that Ronaldo Lopez deserves it. He's the National League leader in ERA. I believe he's the Major League leader in ERA. So that guy's been kind of toiling in mediocrity. Why not give Ronaldo Lopez the nod? This may be the only All-Star game that Ronaldo Lopez ever goes to. Like, what about a guy like Tyler Glasnow? Like, Tyler Glasnow, I would say, is more than deserving. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be mindful. And maybe this is just us. You know, we're very, you know, baseball is kind of life or death for us. You know, that's how we were raised. This particular part of the season is all about entertainment. It is independent of the season. So if they want to make this a giant television show with the red carpet and all the hoopla, I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, one day there's going to be a seventh inning concert. Like, instead of Shakira at Copa America or, you know, Miley Cyrus at the Super Bowl, potentially, you know, like, okay, seventh inning stretch now. Here's Metallica. It's just going to be, yeah, it's going to be a full-on friggin' circus at some point. So I think it's time for us. I know you embrace it more than I do. You embrace the entertainment side of baseball more than I do. There's,
you know, I don't know. I think it's fun to see Skeens up against Judge. I do think it's fun to see some of the guys you don't normally see play against each other. I do think these players care a little bit more than others. It doesn't take a lot to compete at a high level in a baseball game. I don't think the guy playing third base or the guy playing second base, I don't think they're worried about getting hurt in this game. So it allows them to go all out, play hard, do their best. Especially, like, they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to strike out against Skeens. They don't want to strike out against Fried. Like, they want to show, like, their conference, or they want to show their fans that they are the best. Where I think in other sports and other All-Star games, guys hold back. I mean, we know the NBA is a joke.
Yeah. The NHL's turned into a 3-on-3 tournament.
I think hockey, for the most part, they respect the game, but I do agree that they probably don't go as hard as they should.
But they definitely do stuff that they do stuff in the NHL All-Star game that they would do on a breakaway in a regular season game. What you see in the NBA, absolutely not. Like the 360 dunks and like passing off the backboard and stuff like that, you don't see that in a game. I mean, baseball, like, you kind of have to play straight up, right? Like, there's really no gimmick to it.
Right. So that's why I do enjoy it, and I also enjoy the home run derby. I don't like all the rules and all the different formatting we're doing this year, Rob. But I do appreciate watching the long ball. Watching guys hit it far. I do enjoy that part. And I do like the NHL skills competition. That's a lot of fun. I'm not a big fan of the NBA and anything they do All-Star Weekend. I think it's all just trash.
I would actually be inclined, and I put this up on X yesterday because we follow Greatest Show on Dirt, and this guy is fantastic. If you're listening, we'd love to have you on. But he was talking about how Major League Baseball needs to incorporate a skills competition. Could you imagine having the best catchers in the league to try and see who had the fastest pop time on a runner trying to steal second base? Like something like that. Or who had the strongest arm? Who, you know, kind of like NFL quarterback club. Who can hit a target from right field to like third base or to home plate? Something like that. Like I think that, or in the futures game they were doing a bunt derby. It was like darts but with bunting. Like, that's kind of cool.
The arm thing is tough, Z, because somebody can really get hurt playing around like that. You could tear your ACL. You could tear your ACL doing that. You could tear your rotator cuff doing something like that. They're not going to ever go to a skills competition like that.